Welcome everyone, thanks for joining us. It's time now for a spring trainer selection. Now this is really good because there's a little bit of everything going on. There's a little bit of grunge going on, there's a little bit of brogue action going on, there's some very trendy, in fact there's something for everyone. So Sheila is here to share with me, so stay right where you are. Let's get started on this little lot. These are just perfect for now because every single trainer that you see that people want has got this big, bold and white trainer base. I never used to be a big fan of a big chunky white trainer base, but the more I've seen it, the more I've fallen in love with it, and actually people are really enjoying it. The other thing about it is materials that trainers are made out of these days, it's easier to clean that sole. I think that was always my problem with it. If it got muddy or grubby, you couldn't clean them very easily, but the materials that they use are different these days. That's Derek being a slightly older, more practical Derek these days as well. Well, you know, I want it to stay looking good, Sheila, for a long time.
Absolutely. Yeah, there's so many things out there that you can just spray on and wipe it clean.
Yeah.
But I love them. I love it in both different colours.
Yeah, I do.
I think the navy with that little bit of metallic round the back is lovely, and that little bit on the tongue there as well. But I think these are fabulous, and they are so comfortable.
Yeah, they are. They've got really
lovely.
nice sort of memory foam, haven't they, underfoot. And Bellissimo is more our style range, so that's more you would think, more look than comfort.
Yeah,
but here you get
both.
You get all of that, don't you, in abundance. It's brilliant. I wish my teeth were that white, I have to tell you. That's a lovely white. It's actually really nice and stark, isn't it? Gosh, how affordable these are as well. That's an incredible price. I like a bit of metallic, but actually metallic this season in trainers has become a slightly more muted detail, which I quite like actually, because it makes it a little bit more sophisticated. Now, we've all spent far too much time at home, haven't we? And hopefully that's changing very soon. Keep every finger crossed that you can. So this is lovely because this can be for indoors, just to have that slightly more glamorous feel to it, but great for outdoor as well. Now, Relife, we normally talk about in the winter months of the year for big, comfy, warm, cozy boots. So it's quite nice to see Relife in a trainer as well. Now, Relife, for those uninitiated, you've got this ring of nodules which come through to the actual sole itself, and then that transfers to your heel, and apparently it gives you a nice little massage, which is lovely. I say apparently, we've both got Relifes, haven't we, Sheila?
We love them. And isn't it nice to see them in something like this?
This is lovely.
A dressy leisure shoe.
Yeah.
The way that it's sort of like the upper is put together is beautiful.
Clever.
That really nice metallic front. Well, it's more of a shimmer, isn't it, really?
Yes.
And then all those lovely muted colours running down the side. And this has got a really lovely sort of soft pinky apricot on there too.
I love it. On the one that I've got, which is so you're wearing the beige, aren't you? And I've got the light grey, which is the one with the silver.
Yeah.
There's a really interesting texture on that silver as well. It's really nice. I'm just going to show you that. It's almost a little bit like hammered pewter, but in a silver colour. So there's sort of like an instant crackle to it, which I really love. It's a really nice design feature. And I think for the price tag, I know they're amazing value for money. And I don't just mean in pounds and pence, but I mean in steps and comfort. Now, a nice little designer-inspired twist on a trainer, kind of a plimsoll look as well, a little bit with this one, which is really nice. Very fashion forward as well. I love this. It's got that sort of continental kind of styling, Sheila, to it. Do you think?
I agree, actually. Very youthful, but you don't have to be very youthful to be wearing them. Love them. Really do.
They are really nice.
All the colours are fabulous.
They're lovely. Nice clean lines.
Yes.
I like that little sort of red, white and blue going on. And even the extra sort of colour band in the actual sole as well is quite nice. So you've got an extra sort of stripe of, well, it's blue in yours, which is lovely. I think it's really cool. Lace up, so nice and comfortable, and a sort of a little bit of a canvassy feel to it, but more flexible.
But underfoot, it's really lovely. I'm not quite sure whether it's foam or memory foam or what it is, but you know, often with plimsolls, well, I'm calling them plimsolls, but this type of look, they tend to be very hard to the floor. But this has got that little bit of cushioning inside. But I really like all three colours. I'm finding it very hard to choose which one my favourite is.
Yeah, it is, because that's a really, really interesting shade of denim, because denim tends to be in a leather or a leather look.
Yes.
Tends to come in darker, and that's a little more, I wouldn't say it was pastel, but it's a little bit more sort of blueberry colour, actually, isn't it? Sort of a light
Blueberry smoothie.
Blueberry smoothie. That sounds good, doesn't it? Oh, let's all go out and have a blueberry smoothie. But I'm also liking the white here as well, because they look really, really nice. And also, if you like to customise your trainers as well, you could do that, because you could take that white one step further if you wanted to, if you were creative. I mean, they're lovely as they are, I have to say, and really, really affordable. Look at that price tag. Now, it's always wrong in a way when you do a job like this to have favourites, but I have to say, I do think I found this season's favourite for me. I think it's a really, really lovely, sort of arty, grungy feel to this. I love it. I think it's really, really fresh. It's something that's brand new. I love this kind of almost paint splatter effect that's been created here. But what's happened is they've done an underfoiling here of something that on this blue, on the navy that we've got here, almost looks holographic, because you can see almost every colour of the rainbow shimmers out of that. Isn't it really, really clever? It's a great looking trainer, isn't it? Again, no great big flashy branding on it or anything like that, so you can just enjoy it for what it is. It's got your decorative zip there, plus the laces, and inside, it's luscious, Sheila, isn't it?
It is, Derek.
Lovely.
It's an absolute pleasure to wear them, because underneath your foot you've got all that lovely spongy cushioning there, so every step you take it's going to be really, really comfortable. But don't you love this colour? Now we're calling this pink. Now I just think it's got tones of pink in there, but it's got the navy sort of floral detail on the side. I just think it's a really gorgeous combination of textures.
I think, and I've noticed, I think we've both noticed this season as well, that where metallics are coming in, like foiling and, you know, things like that, it's been slightly muted. It's been nicely balanced with the block colours of the actual shoes themselves, which is nice, because it gives those people who love their flash of metallic a different direction to walk into.
Yeah, I mean, these are totally different, aren't they? You can tell these are completely new for spring, summer, and the colourways are beautiful.
They are, and if you like your Loretta styling, just a word to the wise here, you might like the fact that the toes nicely, is it
rounded?
Squoval,
yes,
it is a little bit, isn't it? And that means that your toes are not being bunched together into a point, which is lovely. And you've got such a lovely array of colours. I'd have a closer look on the website as well, because they are gorgeous. This is really lovely, and you'll see this coming across quite a lot right now in this season, where you've got a lovely floral with a little hint of metallic and mosaic feel to it, mixing with the block colours on a trainer, because it's a really, really lovely look. We've had a couple of years where we've either gone block colour with the trainer or full-on floral or full-on metallic, where this is a nice kind of meeting of minds, actually. It's a lovely crossover. Isn't it smart looking as well? For that price tag that you see on the website there, I'm surprised that's not twice or three times that price, to be honest with you. It's really nicely padded and quilted here, which I love. And of course, Paver's Comfort would never, never allow that not to be soft and gorgeous on the inside. But I think this floral, Sheila, is really interesting, isn't it?
It's really pretty, isn't it? And I mean, again, all those lovely textures running through this.
Love it.
And all the detail with the laces, the zip detail at the side there. But to get in and out of them, just undo the laces. But that's really nice, because sometimes laces are really good for people that have got maybe odd feet, meaning different widths and things.
Well, I'm one of those. I've noticed recently my left foot is considerably bigger than the right.
So it's really nice if you've got a lace, so you can just loosen that off a little bit, but very, very smart looking.
You will not believe, I think, when you get these home and you try them, you will not believe that you have spent so little, I believe. Some more lovely florals. It's another one of these styles now where we're mixing the floral with a little bit of metallic shimmer and then keeping the block colour of the trainer as well, which is really, really lovely. I like these. I love the way they've been sculpted, actually. They're nicely rounded, all the way. You've got the zip there on the side. Now that's purely for decoration this time because you've got those lovely laces which key in beautifully with the colour of the trainer itself. But can you see running through the floral, you've got this wonderful, I'll try and get the cameras and the lights just to shimmer it just a little bit. You've got almost like a, Leah, let's come in a little bit closer. It's almost like a sort of rose gold foiling which just twinkles and shimmers ever so subtly, Sheila, but it's lovely, isn't it?
Beautiful. I love these. I think both colourways are gorgeous. And the floral detail, I was trying to sort of look and think, what do they look like? Is it a dog daisy, a chrysanthemum? I wasn't quite sure. But anyway.
Yes, it might be a little bit, I don't know. Maybe a bit cosmosy.
Could be.
It
yes.
could be.
But aren't they just lovely? I love the metallic bit around the heel cup, and also that's padded, so it's all cushioned. You've got the mock zip there, you've got the laces at the front, you've got a really nice ergonomic sole.
Yes, you have.
Yes.
Can I just say as well, in my opinion, I think price-wise, when you get these home and you try them on, and I'm just holding them in my hand, so what would I know? But I know when I see styles like this, I don't believe that ordinarily I'm looking at a price tag around here.
No, that is so true. I mean, you've got great value for money, and especially when you've got something that's so comfortable as well.
Now, it's lovely here at Pavers that we've got the wide variety of styles, and I think this is really nice. This is a nice way of bringing what normally and traditionally is a very, very smart kind of occasion or very, very smart style in a brogue, a way of kind of casualing it up, if that's a word. Well, it is now. I've added it to my secret dictionary. Then this is the style. Because what they've done is you can see that they've exaggerated the sole there at the bottom just to give you that extra little bit of elevation. I have to say, as a quite short, if that's the right word to use these days, vertically challenged maybe, fella, it's quite nice to have a pair of shoes that does give you that extra little bit of elevation. These are from Bellissimo, so they're all about the look and the style, but the comfort I know is there. And you've got two different colours. Now it's funny, on the navy, the sole looks a little bit more exaggerated. It's the same size on both colours, but it looks bigger on the navy, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think it's because the contrast is so much between them. But it's just a really fabulous take on generally a brogue that when you put a brogue on, they tend to be very, very stiff, take a long time to sort of bed in, and very sort of hard underfoot. With these, you've got superb cushioning in that sole unit. I mean, every step you take is cushioned. The leathers are supple, beautiful.
And you know why, Sheila? Look at that blue screen. Turkish leather.
Yes,
that's what it is. That's what it is.
I mean, Turkish leathers are amazing. I mean, beautifully soft. And I just love the workmanship on the top of these as well.
Now, these are called a walking shoe, but I think for this time of the year, I think they'll just be a good sort of general, actually, at home, out in the garden, whatever, and they will be good for walking because they're very, very practical as well. So they're nice and open and breathable, lots of adjustability. You've got sort of elastication going on there, which is sort of regulating what goes on at the top of the foot. Well, I say regulating, it's not really restricting at all, actually. It is giving you lots of flex. I love the fact it's all soft edges. So again, if you're not wearing socks or anything like that, it's really not a problem with these. And you've got the adjustability here at the side with the one-touch fastening. So if you need to make that a little bit higher, you absolutely can. Really, really nice. Again, not flat to the floor, but there is plenty of nice cushioned padding in there as well.
Well, I know this, Derek, because quite a few years ago now from Pavers, I bought a pair extremely similar for that holiday in Greece to the Peloponnese.
Oh,
you know, when it was like a walking holiday.
Yes, I remember.
And I didn't want a full proper hiking shoe because it'd be too hot. I didn't want something that was open at the front because I didn't want all the little stones getting in.
Yeah.
These were perfect and I really used and abused them. I went in the sea in them, I probably shouldn't have done. We went hiking in them, we came home and when the weather turned a little bit I still wore them because they were so comfortable. So I think if you want to be a little bit outdoors, getting your steps in, these are perfect.
That's a good idea actually, very good idea. I love the look in blue. I love the look in blue. That's a really, really nice shade of, I guess sometimes we call it denim, but it would go with a lot of the
Yes, it
denim
would.
that is in your wardrobe right now as well.
But the white is crisp, fresh and clean
That's
looking.
very true, and that's universal. Well, I still want a version of the blue ones for the boys, but I'll go and work on the team for that one. I'm sure there'll be something for me out there. But what a lovely, lovely selection for you to choose from as well. And don't forget, there are so many more editions all the time. You'll find them on our website at pavers.co.uk. See you back here for another show very, very soon.